Well, there's been plenty going on in the United States, as always, in the past few days. So earlier today, I caught up with California Post Deputy Editor-in-Chief Barclay Crawford. Thanks for your time. Let's talk about some of the big stories in the US this week. First, the alternative Super Bowl performances of Bad Bunny and Kid Rock. What happened here?
Yeah, it's a crazy scenario where we've got to the stage where even the Super Bowl is a culture war, particularly the halftime entertainment. But I mean, you can see why it gets that way. I mean, the Super Bowl is by far the biggest single TV event in America now. I mean, we're looking at about 135 million people tune in to the Super Bowl, and a large majority do so for the halftime show, for the crazy TV ads, etc. It's just such a cultural phenomenon. The NFL's thinking was clearly, let's tap into this huge Hispanic market with the biggest recording artist in the world right now. That's how big Bad Bunny is. But at the same time, Bad Bunny came out, said he wouldn't play in the US because he was worried about his fans getting arrested by ICE agents. That became a thing before you know it. Turning Point, which is Charlie Kirk's organisation, decided to go out and do their own Super Bowl halftime show featuring Kid Rock. So we had a crazy situation where, you know, probably a bunch of dads from the Midwest who'd never used used X before, were tuning in there to watch Kid Rock rather than watch Big Bunny perform, because of course it was all in Spanish, and that seems to be where the complaints came from, that he was doing it all in Spanish, and also that he's been a frequent critic of ICE. He also got his Grammy. He said ICE out. So he's a political figure and has put himself up at the centre of this huge bust-up over ICE and its operations in America.
In reference to Bad Bunny, he decided to do the whole thing in Spanish, didn't he? And Donald Trump was pretty critical of the performance.
Yeah, Trump was very critical of it. He thought it was an insult to America and said it was inappropriate for children and so forth because there was a lot of scantily clad dancers. But I mean, his big complaint with it, Trump, is the fact that it's all in Spanish. And a lot of Americans have a similar complaint about it, that excludes a large part of the population because it's in Spanish. I think he would come over a bit easier on everyone if he wasn't so political, but that's what also caused the controversy and the uproar about it.